Oh, all right. But
Because that was what was it? This space build
oh,
that was in Old World, I think.
all righty.
As I had a build in there. I had a build in Frasier that actually got featured,
Huh. Cool.
but it was nothing in comparison to what I built in space.
Oh, space
Space,
build.
space, space.
But yeah, just getting back to that topic, that is one of the things I can rant about forever. My status,
Yeah.
my feelings on sci-fi, like sci-fi fantasy comic books. I'll be here all day. And
Okay. Now we're up.
but yeah,
Just go.
to close on that point, I think one of the things that is kind of holding people back is that we've honestly become so jaded by stuff being so amazing, right? Like there's
Yeah.
been so much good sci-fi in the last couple decades, right? And like it should and it is rightfully, brought up as this is amazing, this redefines the genre, this is what all other sci-fi stories will be measured up to. But then when something just comes out that is just good, people will be just like, "Oh, that was okay." Right? And
Yeah.
my opinion is like, no, it's not. It's good. Admit that it's good. And
Mm.
they'll say something like, "Yeah, it was good. It wasn't great, but it was good." And I'm like,
Nothing
"Come
is great
on, dude."
nowadays.
Yeah, I want to tell them, "Come on, dude. It wasn't bad. Have you read bad sci-fi? Because let me fucking tell you, before the internet, when all we had was fucking libraries, and I was the nerd that only read sci-fi, and none of my friends read sci-fi. I read some shitty fucking sci-fi back in my day. All right,
Yeah.
so I can appreciate a good, solid sci-fi story because it gets really fucking bad. It can get really bad, and I think as a whole, and I sound like I'm 24 years old, and I sound like I'm fucking 50. But seriously, before the internet and before all the review sites, you just took your chances.
Mm.
And if you if you discovered a shitty story and you read a shitty story, it made you appreciate the great ones more, but it also made you appreciate the good slash okay ones more as well. You know?
Yeah.
Because nowadays, all you can do is just be like, I avoid it. I'm going to look up Amazon. I'm going to look up Google. The consensus is that this story is a piece of crap, so I'm just going to avoid it.
Yeah. But
Oh, well.
back to the build.
Yeah.
I
I
constructed
get
most of
really
this.
ranty. I get really ranty, by the way.
I think you can probably guess what that is.
Oh, the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Wow. Wasn't this
And
featured? This was featured.
this was, yes.
Yeah, I remember this. This is one of my favorite things of Space Build.
Yeah.
Wow.
I built most of the exterior and only had who was the person who Celtic actually got me onto this.
Hmm. So
She
are
said,
you
"You're a bit of a lone builder," and I'm like, "Yeah. What do you feel like about building this?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, why not?" And I asked the person who was in charge, and I said, "Do you want anything different?" And he said, "Yeah, just have it look like it's got a little bit of dust on the bottom from landing in the hangar, of course,
Hmm.
which there's a bit of sandstone on the bottom. But other than that, this was all done by a draft, a little build-up sheet that I followed, and yeah,
Ooh. I'm gonna try and jump and land on it.
okay.
Can I get it? There we go.
Unfortunately, what was bad about this is I had something on the day when they were doing the space build, so I
Hmm.
wasn't able to attend.
Oh, that's too bad. If I remember correctly, and wow, again, I'm 24 years old. I just have a really shitty memory. But I think Fraser really liked this one. I think everyone really liked this one. Who
Yeah,
doesn't love the Millennium Falcon?
yeah.
Yeah. Are you
As you can see,
a?
all the netherrack is the damage that
Mm,
has been done to it.
that's cool. Are you a big
And
a star?
this
Are
is, of
you
course, the
a?
Bloodblades cannon, which is just
Hmm.
just wool.
Are you a?
I
Are you a Star Wars fan?
yeah.
Very good.
I
Very
mean,
cool.
I'm a Star Wars fan to the fact that I didn't know Star Trek existed until I saw Star Trek
Really?
mentioned in Futurama.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I was exposed to both.
Yeah.
I think here's what I remember, and this is a quick aside story. I
Yeah.
got exposed to Star Wars back in the '90s when they released another a VHS compilation of the trilogy, and I
Yeah.
remember thinking it was the coolest thing I ever saw. Right, so that
Yeah.
exposed me to Star Wars. Now, what exposed me to Star Trek is that one of the networks that showed it was, I think, TNT showed it, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to. I don't think I get TNT down here, so I
Oh,
couldn't say yes or
I'm
no.
sorry. Yeah, it's an American television show. But anyway, one of the networks that showed pro wrestling back in the '90s, and I loved pro wrestling back in the '90s. It was my thing as a kid growing up.
Yeah.
But right after that, every once in a while, they would show a rerun of Star Trek: The Next Generation, and so that's kind of what got me into Star Trek.
Yeah. But just a little back on to if I was able to attend the space build, I was going to be the PSA R2.
Hmm.
I was going to be sitting here with a torch. I think you know what PSA I was talking about. And of course, this is the good old I can't even say the word Dejaric build. Yeah, I can't say the word.
So here's a
Let
question
Wookiee
for you.
win.
Here's a
What?
question for you.
Yeah?
What's your opinion on the new trilogy that'll be coming out soon?
There's a new trilogy.
Oh my god, I'm spoiling everything for you, aren't I?
I don't follow much.
Really?
Yeah.
You really don't know about it. Like it's been the hugest news.
No?
Wow, okay, yeah.
I mean, you mean you mean you're talking about the trilogy made by Disney, not Lucas.
Yeah, by Disney.
Yeah.
The trilogy
Yeah.
that J.J. Abrams is going to be in charge of.
Yeah. That one.
Yeah, what's your opinion on that?
My opinion is I'm going to wait and see what happens.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, if they can do the right thing, and I mean, Disney is a good company. There's
For
no
the
doubt
most
about
part.
that,
For the
Yeah.
most part.
for the most part. So unless they like majorly screw things up, like screw the lore of the series up,
Yeah.
it should be fine.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, when you think about well, recently talking about BioShock, that was made by the first one was made by one company, the second one was made by another company,
That's true.
and they followed on the pretty much lore of the first one, and they made a good game. If Disney can do that with Star Wars, as in follow the lore of Star Wars, and not pretty much go off on a tangent and go maybe put in Darth Vader into the Looney Tunes universe. Yeah, if they do that, I'm not going to like it. But if they
Okay,
follow
no,
the
you know what? To be honest, and I'm not saying this as a troll, if
Yeah.
they released a film that had Darth Vader in the Looney Tunes universe, I'd watch that shit. I'd watch that movie.
Lego Star Wars, maybe.
Wow. Yep. You know, they actually are making a Lego movie.
Yes, they are.
It's I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I've seen like snippets of the trailer. It looks pretty cool.
Shall we drop out?
I believe so. There we go.
Hey, look, a bed in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, a bed to nowhere.
And as you can see, we've got cactuses surrounding this area.
Yep.
It was out in the desert, so creepers were quite common.
Oh man.
So we pretty much made a wall of cacti, so no
That's
one
good.
can...
That is smart thinking. Now you're thinking with Minecraft.
So yeah, that's the builds I had in this world. So we'll go back to Hub. I think we can do that by going through the TARDIS.
Ooh. Oh, the TARDIS.
There's a bit of reading if you want to read it.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember this whole thing. I also remember.
Sage Saga.
Did you?
See, I'm on the signpost.
Ah, yeah, there it is. Wait, let me see if I can. All right, Sage Saga, Celtic Angel, Red Platinum, Little Snarf, Lol Futas. I remember that. That's a name. Kota 90, Jane Cobb, Fold Boy. There, yep. Squid Buddy 99. Yep, man, that is real old school. Here's the thing. I remember, maybe it's just me, but like, did you see Space Build, the video game's awesome Space Build?
Yeah, I did. I had to watch it when they had uploaded it onto YouTube.
It just kind of ended on the biggest cliffhanger, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I remember that never being resolved. Like, that was a cliffhanger that never got resolved.
I'm not sure if you've got your music on.
Yep, I can hear it.
Yeah. This was made by Celtic Angel.
Oh, Minecraft note block music. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And just through this door, this hidden door that's made out of stone, that's where most of my stuff is. I'm going to see if I can get to it for you. Because it was able to be accessed by only one side. So we may need to go around backwards
Oh, no.
to get to it. There we go. Time to see all the redstone works.
Oh, redstone.
And then, this was the living quarters.
Really? Wow, this is where everyone, This is the backstage area where all the magic happened.
Yeah, exactly. I actually tried to grow mushrooms in here. Didn't work. And as you can see, this is my stuff, so I labeled where everything is.
Very nice.
So then we've got the tree farm, which is
The
got lots of trees in it.
obligatory tree farm.
Obligatory, yes. And then, of course, the storage with all the chests underground for you. So they're all out of the way.
Very cool.
So, yeah. The backstage. Where I spent most of the time just crafting. Okay, so I think we can go back to New World now, if you want, or...
Yep, we can do that. I'll just use my... I try to warp back to Spawn. Spawn! There we go. I are smart.
Whoop! Fell down a hole.
Oh. Oh, old world. Get a quick look. Spent so much time here.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it. I'm good. Yeah. Oh, oxynates.
So just for to make a little chit chat, what was your favorite build challenge of Old World?
My favorite. Well, other than the Star Wars build, which is the only one that I've really was invested in. Like, I mean, I made a build in Frasier, which was the Devil's Bridge that had all writing over it.